Hi, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are continuing The Legend of Korra. This is Book 2, Chapter 10, titled A New Spiritual Age. That might have something to do with Korra and Janora heading into the spirit world at the end of last one. Or maybe it has something to do with what Unalog wants to do, slash what Vatu wants to do. A lot of spirit shenanigans going on, and we are just really excited to continue. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for some of the shows that we are doing, including The Legend of Korra, where we are several episodes ahead. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. Here we go.
Please come back soon.
The spirits are so much more beautiful in their own world than they are at home.
Janora, be careful! Hold on! Ugh.
Hey! Watch where you're going, you giant clod!
Sorry.
I don't trust her.
Get out of our world. We don't need you.
Oh.
You don't belong here.
Stupid gold.
Get away from me! Ugh.
Get her!
Janora!
Oh, shit.
Your energy is upsetting them.
Oh, that's not good. Nope, 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 nope. How in the... Okay, the spirit world is a scary place.
Yeah. Yowza.
Really scary.
Janora!
Denora!
Oh. Oh.
It's so good to
Whoa.
see you
Damn.
again.
It's a big one.
You're so big here.
So because she's bringing a more positive and happy energy, that
Possibly.
it's different for her than it is for Korra, at least right now.
It's like an awesome tree house. Wait, I've read about this place. Grandpa N came
Oh!
here. It's Wanji Tong's spirit library.
Hey!
What?
I thought it looked like it.
Ah! Get away!
Oh.
I'm sorry I swatted you. You just scared me.
You two look lost. Maybe I can help you.
I know you.
I was good friends with Avatar.
What?
Iroh.
Iroh?
Hello, Korra.
Are you serious right now?
We're having a little tea party
Ah.
to celebrate Mei Jim's wedding.
So Alice in Wonderland now?
I tried to fight it, but she really grew on me.
The spirit world is very mysterious, but so is love. They are spirit cakes, so you won't gain any weight. Of course, you won't lose any either.
My teapot!
When you were Avatar 1, you used it to carry the light spirit, Rava. You can still taste a little light in every cup.
Iroh. So happy to see him.
Oh, and the foxes.
I could just stay in here forever, reading.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
and-
no, no, not that thing.
He's here as well.
The last human who said that is still here.
Oh no.
Yes, I am well aware of the radio. There is a box, and inside the box there is a tiny man who sings and plays musical instruments.
Actually,
Nope.
when we speak, our voices produce sound waves that is transmitted through the spectrum.
All right, enough. I did not know this. Apparently, I have been fed some misinformation about the existence of tiny men in boxes.
Oh.
Fine. You may look around, but don't break anything.
Come on, Furryfoot, we gotta hurry!
Definitely tell it's... Oh, the old animation style.
Some of them don't seem to grasp it very well.
Just hold on.
How long have you lived here?
Oh, I've been here for many years.
And how and why?
I chose to leave my body behind and come to the spirit world.
Janora's gone, and I need to find her. I don't like the spirit world. I don't want to be here anymore.
Don't.
In the spirit world, your emotions become your reality, especially for the Avatar.
I'm sorry.
Even in the material world, you will find that if you look for the light, you can often find it. But if you look for the dark, that is all you will ever see.
I'm looking for my friend.
Sometimes the best way to solve your own problems is to help someone else. This little fellow needs to go home as well. The dragon bird nest is located there at the top of High Rio Peak.
Oof.
Of course it is. Oh, the Iroh lessons. So good.
I need to find a map that shows where the spirit portals are. Could you help me?
It's not a dog.
No, what
It's
is...
a fox.
Whoever wrote those subtitles clearly didn't pay attention.
This is it. We have to warn Korra.
Leaving so soon? When Wan Shi Tong told me he had a visitor,
Oh,
I had to see it with my own eyes.
you gotta be joking.
Why would you want to help Vatu escape? He'll destroy everything.
Don't believe everything you read.
Oh no.
The people who have been coming to the spirit world lately have brought darkness and anger. But you have light and peace inside of you. If you let it out, you can change the world around you. Many things that seem threatening in the dark become welcoming when we shine a light on them. Come visit me again, in this life or the next.
Bye.
Please go visit him again.
You can do it, Korra.
Ugh.
I have light inside. It's okay. You can be my friends.
Clown dogs. Whoa. That looks like a Pokemon.
Yeah. Moltres.
Yeah, kind of does.
All right, now let's close that portal and go find Janora.
I was kind of enjoying spending time with a kid version of of Korra.
So you've returned, Rama.
But I'm here to close the portal. You're not getting out.
You might want to reconsider. That is, if you want to save your friend.
What will it be? Open the portal, or lose your friend's soul forever?
You can do that? Shit.
I'll do it.
Well, of course that had to happen. We're only on episode 10.
Now let Janora go.
You should have come through the portal. Then you could do this.
Ow! Come on, Korra. You got light inside. Oh.
I'll see you soon, Rava. Once the harmonic convergence comes, I'll be free from this prison.
Korra, did you manage to close the portal? Was Janora able to help you?
Tenzin, I'm sorry.
Why isn't she waking up? Korra, what happened to my little girl?
Damn. Fuck, that was some episode.
Yeah.
Emotions all over the
What
place.
a sucker punch.
Yeah. That was chapter 10, A New Spiritual Age. And it almost feels like the whole series, or at least this season, it turned a corner and it was just stronger than it has been. Or, this episode and then the two that we got with Juan, beginnings part 1 and 2. They're my favorite from this season. And I don't know, like, is that simply because of Studio Mia? Like them coming back, and because it was very obvious, it was especially because it wasn't as clear to me, and I honestly didn't know about it with Juan and everything with him, because that was sort of a different animation style anyway compared to what was going on in the material world with Korra and what we saw before that in this season. But you could definitely feel it in this episode, and you can see it. And then, just some of the stuff that fucking happened in the episode. Iroh. We got to see Iroh again. I had no idea that was going to happen. And neither did you, I'm sure. So it's... I'm really glad we hadn't... or that hadn't been spoiled for us. That we were going to see Iroh again. And I hope that Korra is going to be able to visit him again, or we will see him again at some point. And even if we don't, this was just a very special reunion. And just getting those Iroh lessons and amazing quotes from him. And it was difficult to not tear up when he entered the scene there and taking care of Korra, or the baby Korra, kid Korra, very young Korra. That was just a nice exchange between those two characters. The atmosphere and the connection there. Him explaining stuff and us really seeing a lot that had to do with the spirit world and how one's mood can it matters a lot if you are in a bad mood or in a good mood, and the whole trying to stay positive, and in particular if you are the avatar.
Yeah.
Because you are the bridge.
It shapes you and your reality and the world around you.
It does. And that's applicable to to real life as well, going into a situation. And if you're just looking for the dark, or you're looking for bad stuff and bringing in the anger and the frustration, then that's what you're going to find. Whereas if you approach things in a positive way, then that's going to brighten your day, or it's going to brighten things around you, and in a very literal sense in the spirit world. But compared to what we did during the last discussion or the last review, we're going to jump into the Patreon questions and comments straight away, and then I'm sure there's going to be a lot to talk about there. Let me just refresh real quick and see. Yep, we got 3 comments at least, and I did put them up quite late, the posts on Patreon, so probably couldn't have gotten more if more people have been able to actually see the posts and comment on them. But yeah, some people were still able to. Seems like it's the same 3 as with the last one, but that's awesome. From Burrito, interesting facts. Korra became small because she was very scared when she got into the dark forest, and as we understood from the words of Iroh, the emotions of the avatar very much affect the reality in the spirit world. Well, that's actually what we just talked about. If you recall Iroh's words from Sozin's comment part 2, when we finish the war, I will drink tea and play Pai Sho every day. Then, as we can see in this series, he really did not lie to us.
No, he didn't.
That's very true. Tea and Pai Sho every day in the spirit world. So that may have been a little hint already back then, and it was interesting to find out that that's what he did when he was done in the material world, then he just let go of his physical body and entered the spirit world. And I love that Iroh was able to do that. And we also know from The Last Airbender that he had been to the spirit world before, and he was even able to see spirits at one point. Or Roku's dragon, when he got captured by some earthbenders. I think that was way back in book 1 or
Was
book
it
2.
book 1?
I'm pretty sure it was way back in
Yeah,
book
it was
1.
it was book 1, because it was the one that was Winter Solstice.
I think so. Yeah. So around like halfway through book 1, and we were wondering back then, like, why is he able to see them? But he has the same connection to the spirits, or the same like natural affinity for getting in contact with spirits and seeing them as Jinora has.
Perhaps.
Or yeah, perhaps. So that's at least that's a theory. So yeah, I love that. Also, the spirit world in the Legend of Korra is very beautiful.
It is.
It really is. It's I think I actually so far I like the design of the spirit world in the Legend of Korra a bit more than I did with the Last Airbender, because it was just kind of muted and dark and just kind of different looking. It was still cool in the Last Airbender, but this is just something different, and we can have both things here, and there's like a clear contrast between the light and the dark, the good spirits and the bad spirits. So yeah, that's very beautiful indeed. Then we have Lorenzo Baxter. Do you think Vaatu will escape at any point in the rest of the season? If so, will Korra be able to stop him like Wan did? Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
He will escape, and Korra will be able to stop him. And we're going to have maybe some sort of a similar battle. I think we talked about it a little bit when we were watching the beginnings episodes, that's very likely that we're heading into that direction with the harmonic conversion. And of course, like, things weren't gonna just resolve themselves easily during this episode. She wasn't gonna be able to close the portal. Something had to happen, and it did, unfortunately, which was really sad when Unalaq, he showed up. And that he had also wormed his way in there to the spirit world in a way where, like, he got some of them to trust him, some of the spirits, and then manipulating Korra into opening the northern portal. Damn. That was, a gut punch we got in the end there. But it had to happen, because we still have 4 chapters left. So things were undoubtedly going to get worse before they got any better. Even though we did have a lot of positive stuff in this episode, especially centered around the conversations with Iroh. That's you can always use some Iroh wisdom. And then the last comment here from Brian. Although it's great that Iroh ended up in the spirit world, it makes me a bit sad he didn't get to see his son in the afterlife, if there is one in this universe. That's true.
That's really sad. But maybe... I don't know if they've touched upon this in the comics or somewhere else, but I think Iroh went to the spirit world to look for him, right? And maybe he didn't find him there, but he found that maybe it's
a place he can go to when he's ready to leave the material world, and he was already at peace with that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Of course, he was still mourning his son, and we saw that in Tales of Ba Sing Se.
I don't think you ever stop mourning the loss of your child.
No, definitely not. But he did say to Korra, "Please come visit me again, either in this life or the next." Oh yeah, and he meant just the Avatar, next life of the Avatar. Yeah, I just thought for a second there that so when someone dies, they might be able to go to the spirit world, or maybe the Avatar, whoever was the Avatar, when they die, they can go to the spirit world and then they're reborn. Either way, I hope that I know I already said it, but I hope we're gonna see Iroh again. Like, you can never get enough of that guy. And just our reaction when we heard his voice, because it was just immediately, we just knew it. That's Iroh. And I have even been listening to, not specifically like Iroh's voice, you could say, but the voice actor with a similar sort of voice, portraying a guy in was telling about like the legends in Ghost of Tsushima Legends, co-op multiplayer thing that I've been doing a little bit of over on Twitch, where someone pointed out to me that that's Iroh's voice there. The second voice actor to voice Iroh. We of course know, but yeah, Mako was the first. And speaking of Mako, in the series, they didn't show us anything from that side of things, but I think that was good that they focused solely on the spirit world, and then a little bit on just on the other side with Tenzin and his family. That was really also sad with him, like the way you could just hear his voice cracking, like what happened to my little girl, because that's what he was afraid of. And now he's probably gonna blame himself even more than what he already did, and I hate the thought of that. Korra, same thing. What are they going to do from here? That's just, oh man.
Yeah, she would have to go to, if she wants a bending, she has to go through the portal to get to the spirit world. If you want to keep her bending.
Yeah.
So she might need to do that.
She might need to do that, and I'm sure that's going to be difficult getting into like either of the portals at the North or South Pole, because I'm sure Unalaq has put up a lot of guards and security, but they're going to have to figure out a way to do that. And Unalaq also said something interesting, I think, when they were in the library and he showed up. And Jinora was like, why are you helping Batu? Why are you interested in what Batu wants? And he said, don't believe everything you read. That might just be him just trying to manipulate her. But I am still very curious about, okay, yeah, why are you doing this? But what do you want, Unalaq? And why are you helping someone like Batu? Because we know what Batu wants. That's very clear. But he's not free yet. Still waiting for the harmonic convergence, for the planets to align. That very Hercules thing.
Yeah, really.
We do get some references, like especially also with the whole Iroh thing and playing Pai Sho and drinking tea and like celebrating. What were they? They were celebrating a marriage here. So not an on birthday, but it was. It was very Alice in Wonderland like, and with the funny, colorful creatures. And there was even a rabbit looking thing at the table, right? Or was it?
There were like two
frogs and
wolf dogs.
Yeah, wolves. Something. Maybe that might have been it, or fox looking thing. It's a lot of colorful animals.
But you were right. In the last episode, you said that maybe we would see some more cute spirit animals.
Oh yeah, we did.
Cute spirits, and we most certainly did.
Yeah.
So that tiny little dragon.
Very cute.
Came to Korra when she was scared in that forest.
Yeah.
And she swatted it and kind of broke its wing. And then it was just like, ouch, hey, you did this to me. And then she was like, I'm sorry. And
yeah.
With her. And then Iroh said, well, sometimes you gotta help others to help yourself.
Yes. Another good lesson.
Another good lesson. And I think something that I've really stuck on, that what Iroh was saying, he said a thing with, sometimes in the dark, things might seem unpleasant or scary. But when you see them in the light, you suddenly find them heartwarming, or something
to that extent. When you shine a light on it, it's a different
it resembles something nice or comforting. And I couldn't help but see this, like, and put it in a perspective of ignorance. Like, certain people can be very ignorant and because they're very afraid of what they don't know.
Yeah. So when something comes towards them, they don't understand necessarily, or they're afraid of it, then they have a way of lashing out.
Yeah. And then they swat it. And then, like, But if they actually get to know the thing, if they actually shine a light on it, they might find that what they have been so afraid of was nothing, because we all cut from the same cloth, right? So
if you apply it to the real world, definitely.
yeah. So it's just sometimes you just need some to shine a light on things.
Yeah, or
and try to combat your own ignorance or your own unknowingness. And as soon as you get into it, you understand, you can accept, and you can actually find some sort of good from this.
Yeah. The whole thing about staying positive and looking at things in a certain way, that's a very important lesson that's very applicable in any situation, and especially when it comes to what you're mentioning there, and with the unknown and what people might fear. And very applicable. So all in all, a lot of great lessons in this one, even though we got a gut punch towards the end. We did see some bad things happen. There was also so much positivity and so many things that we can take with us. Once again, the Iroh lessons and quotes. Freaking love it. Love that guy so much. So good to see him again. But unless you have anything else, then that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of The Legend of Korra, Book 2, Chapter 10, A New Spiritual Age. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.